guys, you're very welcome to this 20-minute practice. This is going to be a nice, relaxing and chilled out practice. So we're going to be working mainly with our seated, kneeling and lying down poses. You will need a block for this class. We'll need the block towards the end of the practice. If you don't have a block, then a hardback book will do. So it's going to start by coming to a nice comfortable seat. So coming to Sadasana, your cross-legged seat. Your other alternative is to come into Sadasana, just bringing either the left heel or the right heel in towards the pubic bone, and then stacking the opposite leg in front. This just allows the hips to be a little bit more even in your seat. Just an alternative to your Sadasana if you want to give that a little try. Make sure you're finding that nice length in the spine, lifting up out of the hips, allowing the shoulders to relax, and bringing the hands either palms face down or palms face up. Just resting the hands on the knees. And just gently closing the eyes down. Giving ourselves these first few moments just to ground and to center. Allowing yourself to drop a little deeper into your body and just beginning to connect with your breath. I'm going to invite you to take 6 mindful breaths. So just taking that inhale all the way down to the belly. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Seeing if we can even out the in-breath and the out-breath. If it helps, you can place a count of 4 or 5 on the inhale, placing that same count on the exhale. Allowing your breath to give you this deeper connection with yourself. Let's take in 2 more like this. And then when you're ready, just gently blinking the eyes open. We're going to bring the palms of the hands together, interlace the fingers, and just bring the backs of the hands to the chest so the elbows are bent. Taking a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, pushing out through the palms of the hands, beginning to round across the upper back and the shoulders, feeling that nice stretch. Lovely. As you inhale, beginning to bend the elbows, drawing the backs of the hands towards the chest. And as you exhale, pushing out through the palms of the hands, feeling that nice stretch across the upper back. So just moving with your own breath here. On the inhale, you're drawing the hands back as you bend the elbows. And as you exhale, you're pushing out through the palms of the hands. Nice stretch for the wrists as well. Just taking 2 more like this. Moving with your own breath here. Lovely. The next exhale, we're going to stay pushing out through the palms of the hands and then beginning to draw the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. So really rooting down through those sit bones, allowing that nice stretch in the side body. Nice deep inhale as we push up through the palms. And as we exhale, we're going to lean over to our right. So we're bringing that little stretch now into the left side body, keeping that left arm in line with the left ear. Coming all the way back to center, and on the exhale, coming over to the left. Taking some nice deep breaths into that right rib cage. Lovely. Coming all the way back to center now. Nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, you're bending the elbows, allowing the backs of the hands to rest on the crown of the head. So inhale to push up through the palms of the hands with that nice side body stretch. And on the exhale, bend in the elbows to release. Just take in 3 more like this. Move in with your own breath. And we'll make this our last one. Just pushing through the palms of the hands up towards the sky. And as you exhale, just allowing the hands to come all the way down to the earth. We're going to bring the hands now to the back of the head. So just interlacing the fingers, taking another nice inhale. And as you exhale, turn into your right. So you're drawing that right elbow back, that left elbow forward. Taking that breath deep into the belly. Lovely. As you exhale, release it all the way back to center. And then turn into your left. So you're drawing that left elbow back, right elbow forward. So you might notice that you can come around a little bit more on one side compared to the other. Coming all the way back to center. Doing that one last time. Turning to the right this time, drawing that right elbow back. Releasing all the way back to the center. And as you exhale, turn into your left. Lovely. Coming all the way back to center, just keeping the hands behind the head here. Nice deep inhale as you lift out of the hips. And as you exhale, you're drawing that right elbow down towards the earth. Coming into another side body stretch. Taking that breath into the belly. Lovely. Inhaling all the way back to center. And on the exhale, drawing that left elbow down towards the earth. Breathing a little deeper into that right rib cage. Lovely. We'll come all the way back to center. Do that one last time on each side. Exhaling that right elbow down. Inhaling all the way back to center and exhaling that left elbow down. Lovely. We're going to come all the way back to center now. Release the hands and bring the palms facing forward. We're going to come into a forward fold. So just beginning to hinge at the hips, keeping that lovely length in the spine, bringing the hands down to the floor and just releasing the forehead down towards the mat. So our forward folds are a really nice way to release any compression in the lumbar spine. So just stay here for a couple of breaths. Seeing if you can breathe a little deeper into the back body. Lovely. As you inhale, slowly coming all the way back to center. We're going to come into our counter pose here. So just bringing the hands behind you, fingertips pointing forward. And the fingertips are spread here, so a nice L shape with the index finger and thumb. And as you inhale, you're lifting the hips to the sky, drawing the knees down to the earth, getting that nice front body stretch. Lovely. Exhaling to release all the way down. You're going to bring the legs out in front, give the legs a little bit of a shake here. And then you're going to cross your legs in the opposite way, so the way that you don't tend to naturally cross your legs. You're going to think now, which way was I crossing them? So it's the way you don't naturally cross your legs. Okay, lovely. So we're going to come into another forward fold now, just to even out the hips. So you're bringing the palms of the hands to face forward. As you exhale, beginning to hinge at the hips, bringing the palms of the hands down to the floor and just releasing the forehead down. We're just taking some nice deep breaths into the back body here. Our back body is where we tend to hold a lot of our tension, so just allowing these deep expansive breaths just to relax the muscles in the back of the body. Lovely. Next inhale, just slowly coming all the way back to center. We're going to come into our counter pose one last time. So you're bringing the hands about one hand space behind, spreading it out through the fingers. As you inhale, drawing the knees down towards the earth. Find that nice front body stretch. Doesn't matter if the knees don't come all the way down. And as you exhale, just releasing the hips back onto the floor. And you're going to slowly make your way into your tabletop. So bringing wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Really spreading out through the hands here, connecting through the corners of the palms of the hands into the earth. Finding that length in the spine as you push back out through the sit bones, drawing those shoulders away from the ears. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to turn to bring your gaze over that left shoulder. Bring your gaze back to that left heel. So getting that nice stretch on the right side of the body as we contract the left side. Lovely. Releasing all the way back to center. And then as you exhale, bring your gaze now over that right shoulder. Looking back towards that right heel. Just we lengthen the left side of the body. Lovely. We're going to come all the way back to center. This time we're going to extend out through that left leg. So you're pushing the ball of that left foot down into the earth. Feeling that nice opening now at the back of the left leg. Nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, you're turning to bring your gaze over that left shoulder, looking back at that left foot. So got that nice length in the right side body again. Lovely. Coming all the way back to center, releasing that left knee down. We're going to extend out through that right leg now. So you're pushing out through that right heel, opening up through the back of that right knee. Nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, turning to bring your gaze over that right shoulder now, back towards that right heel. Just lengthening the left side of the body. Lovely. And then exhaling to come back to the center, releasing that knee down. I'm just going to push up into one downward facing dog. So just tucking the toes under, lifting the knees, pushing the hips up towards the sky, and just gently pedaling out through the feet. Nice way just to release the calf muscles. Lovely. And then just coming to find some stillness now. Just drawing the soles of the feet down to the earth, keeping that gaze back towards the ankle creases. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose, sighing out through the mouth. We're just going to walk the hands now back towards the feet, coming into our forward fold. This is our dangling pose, a nice release for the lower back. Just allow the upper body just to hang really heavy. Option to keep the backs of the hands on the floor, or you can take hold of the opposite elbow here. This is as far as we're coming up today. We're just going to stay in our forward fold, just gently swaying from side to side. And when you're ready, you can just come back to some stillness, just allowing the hands to fall down towards the floor. Maybe just moving the jaws from side to side, just to release any tension in the face. Lovely. As we inhale, we'll come into our half lift, placing hands onto the shins. Find that length in the spine now. Drawing those shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, releasing all the way back down into your forward fold. And you're going to walk the hands forward and back into your downward facing dog. Just taking one breath here. And when you're ready, just releasing the knees down onto the floor, coming back to sit on the heels. So we're going to need that block now. So we're going to come into a supported pose, a supported bridge pose. So come into lie on your back body and make sure you have your block nice and handy here. Just bring the feet about hip distance apart. Bringing the arms alongside the body, palms face down. And as you inhale, you're going to gently begin to lift the hips up towards the sky. And you're going to take your block and place it underneath the sacrum. So you've got 3 heights with the block. You can bring it onto the high height, if that feels good. You can come onto the medium height or the lower height. So whichever height you're on, just make sure the block is nice and stable. So it's in that flat piece of bone between the hips. So we'll stay here for about a minute. So just allow the body just to relax and to settle. Bringing the arms alongside the body, palms face down. Just relaxing the jaws, softening the throat. Have the block on the higher height or the medium height. Just releasing it down now, just onto the lowest level here. Just allowing the sacrum and the hips to settle. And then when you're ready, we're just going to lift one foot at a time up towards the ceiling. So you can keep a nice generous bend in the knees. Coming into our restorative pose, seagrass. So you should be able to find that point on the block where the sacrum is resting, where it feels quite effortless to have the legs raised. This is called our seagrass pose. Our legs are like blades of seagrass, just going back and forth in the ocean waves. A nice release for the ankles, allowing us to take the weight off our feet. Allowing the hips and the sacrum to grow nice and heavy. Just releasing down into the block. And then when you're ready, we're going to release one foot at a time back down onto the earth. So both knees are bent now. And in your own time, just beginning to float the hips, moving that block to one side and just allowing the hips and the sacrum to rest all the way back down onto the earth. I'm going to bring the arms out at shoulder height and just walk the feet out so that they're as wide as the mat now. So the knees are quite wide. Taking an inhale, and as you exhale, just allowing the knees to fall over to the right. So we're coming into a lying down twist for the lower part of the body. A nice release for the thighs and the hips. Just allowing your body to settle here. Next inhale, gently drawing the knees all the way back to center. Taking a moment to pause here. And on the next exhale, allowing the knees to come over to the left side of the mat this time. Allowing the hips and the thighs to release here. Next inhale, just very slowly drawing the knees all the way back to center. And then we're going to give the knees a nice hug into the chest, just interlacing the fingers at the front of the shins and just gently rocking from side to side just to ease out the lower back. And then when you're ready, just come to find some stillness here. On the next inhale, just drawing the forehead up towards the knees, coming into your reverse child's pose, giving those knees an extra squeeze. And on the exhale, just releasing the head, the soles of the feet down to the earth, and just beginning to lengthen out through the legs now. We'll just come into a short Shavasana, going back into a nice neutral pose for the body, allowing the feet to fall out to the sides, and just creating a little space in the armpits here. Allowing the earth to take the support of your body. Staying lying down in your Shavasana, I'm going to invite you to take 3 full inhales in through the nose, sighing out through the mouth, just allowing that exhale just to let go of any tension. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep inhale. And one last inhale. When you're ready, just bringing the arms up overhead, coming into a full body stretch, and then slowly rolling over onto one side, making your way up into a seated position with your prayer hands at heart center. Taking a moment just to check in with yourself, noticing the effects of the practice. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed that short but sweet practice. A really nice grounding and centering practice, I hope it was for you. And I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.